Yay! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 15, if I'm right, of Gamer Corner. Yay! Woo! We are going strong. We are having fun. We'll see if our guest has properly prepared. Is he going to be more prepared than others? We shall see. So today I have with me one of the co-founders of BTC, the Black Twitch Collective, Pacman, or just Pac.
Thank,
You gonna
thank
type?
you, thank
You
you.
gonna type in the chat? I'm always prepared. Is that?
Yeah, yeah. No, that's what I got to do both. I got to do both.
You gotta do both. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself. A little bit
Um.
about what do you currently play on? How did you come about your name and things of that sort?
Okay. So, I'll say like this, right? So, like, man, and I wish I would have came. I could have brought all my consoles so you can see them, but like, I still have the Atari. I think it's like the 5200, one of those two. I have that. I still have that. I still have the box for it. Now it's a little ripped and all that, but nonetheless, I still have the box for it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I could say like obviously like so like I'm not like old, you know what I mean? Like super old to have like been around when that console came out. I wasn't around when the Super Nintendo came out, but as like I would say like my era is like the Sega Genesis era. Like that's like when I start like between the Super Nintendo coming out and like the bridge end of it to
Mm-hmm.
like the Sega Genesis, those are, and if we're not talking handheld, right? Like if we're talking handheld, then like my dad had like the gray with the purple buttons, like the original Game Boy as well. Um but when let's say like okay, so my like how I started with it, it's hard. It's hard to like say when I actually started gaming, but I could tell you like I spent a lot of time at first sitting and watching people play. That's like I feel like where everybody starts. You kind of start as like the kid that's like, the older cousins are around you, the older siblings
Mm-hmm.
are around you. They pass you the controller that's not even plugged in. You think you're playing when you're actually not. Like that's kind of how I started.
I think a number of people have shared that same story of being the little cousin who gets the
Right, right.
fake controller that's not actually plugged in.
Yeah. Mhm.
We have hands in the chat. Hey, what's good? How you doing?
What up? What's going on?
Um,
Probably the one person out of BTC that I've actually met in person. Hans is the one person I've met.
when did you meet?
I met him at a Red Sox game in Boston. Random, so random. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be out there for the game." So I was like, "Okay, cool." And he was like, "Let's meet up," and we met up, and that was it.
Yeah, because I'm like who?
Yeah, because I think he stays in like Jersey. So
Yeah,
like,
he's like down the street from me.
Oh yeah. Right. I forgot about that. Yeah. So yeah, met Jersey's finest.
I love seeing when we all like meet each other and come together,
Right.
and um, I think it's always fun when you get a chance to meet people who you talk to all the time
Right.
in actual IRL. Are you gonna go to
Yeah.
TwitchCon this year? TwitchCon is supposed to be
It's
in
actually Vegas. Yeah, I've been hearing that.
Vegas.
So what's actually funny is there's this thing. All right, now look, I'm gonna be honest. Like when it comes to all like this gaming convention thing, like this whole lifestyle that people live, because like I'm like your like traditional like gamer from like back. I don't want to say back in the day, but like the
Back in the
class.
day. Mm-hmm.
Right. But like I'm like your classic, like, okay, I play games, I play them online, and I play them with my friends. Since like BTC had started and like I got into the whole like meeting new people through Clubhouse and getting on Discord and getting a PC, I will say learning about like Twitch cons and all these other like BlurCon, all the I was never. I used to like be in Boston, and every like at least once or twice a year there'd be a bunch of people dressed up as like characters. You know what I mean? But now I get what these things are. So apparently Pacmvn, I think it is. I don't know if that's what it's
PAX
called.
East.
PAX East. Pacmvn is a store.
Fam.
Okay.
Fam.
Right. Yeah. I listen. I don't know. I don't.
That's in your backyard. Get it together.
Yo, it's literally like like this is happening in Boston.
Yeah.
So it's actually like kind of like crazy because like I've had people asking me like, "Yo, you gonna be over there?" Da, 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 da. And I'm just like, we'll see, like, you know. But I never knew what that was. But you know, it's just interesting because I would assume a bunch of people are gonna be like coming out there.
And plus, like, you get to play some of like the new games before they even come out. Like,
yeah.
How have you not ever?
Because I just like I'm.
What?
Like.
What?
It's like I always tell my friends, right? Like I always tell them, I'm like, all right, and like my family members, but it's hard because it's like some people are just, I don't even know what it is, and I know like you'll probably ask me about this later, and I want to answer this. Like I don't want to use up this time to talk about something else, but I will just say like I'm a firm believer in like, okay, it's cool to play the games you play, but listen, if all your friends have Xbox, get an Xbox. Like, I don't care how much you love PlayStation. If all your friends have Xbox, go get an Xbox.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any now, but now we're getting into that cross-gen world, so like it really doesn't matter. But like, yeah, like I don't really think there's a like the whole like PlayStation's better than Xbox, Xbox better than PlayStation. Like, yeah, I don't think we live in times like that anymore.
No, like, who cares? Just have all the systems so you can play with whoever, and no matter what, you have to have a Switch.
Yes.
Because you have to destroy your friends with red and blue shells.
Oh yes. Well, in that case, I mean yes, because I always forget the Switch is also like a console in a sense. Like it's not just a handheld; it's also a console.
Yes.
I keep forgetting that.
Don't forget that. Don't be disrespectful of my.
I'm not. I think the Switch is really. I didn't know enough. Again, another thing that I didn't know enough about until I started meeting everybody. You know what I mean? Out in the BTC, and so, you know.
So let's talk about that. BTC, Clubhouse, pandemic shutdown. Like, talk about it.
Okay, so. Without getting into too many details, like kind of just like, you know, the gist of it was this, right? Like, yo, like, you know, content creators of color don't really have a place that I've seen. Now I know of like black girl gamers and stuff like that, but you know, that's like exclusive, you know, like to girl gamers, you know, to black girl gamers, you know what I mean? And I never really looked at that and said, oh, we should do something like this. I more so kind of looked at it in a way where it was like, okay, I should go ahead, take it to. No, you're fine. So yeah, so look, so it was like one of those things where it was like, well, we need something over here. Like we have something here, but we need something over here and more like wide range. You know what I mean? So that was pretty much the whole thing behind it, and you know, it's really that big. I feel like it's really that simple. You know. I don't care, SB. Just gonna let you know.
Hi, SB. Hi, Krish.
Actually, I care. I told you I'm gonna change man. My bad. He was saying hi to me. I think he was saying hi to me in the chat. So
can y'all be nice?
I'm being nice. I just took back everything I was even gonna the route I was gonna go. I just reversed the car and went the other direction. Growth. It's called growth.
Is it growth?
It's very much growth.
So what first got you into streaming content
creation? So, oh my god, like this is so crazy. So So crazy. So like I always used to it sucks, right? This sucks, right? Because it's one of those things, honestly, where it's like, yo, I feel like I have a deep understanding of like to be born at a certain time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can only imagine how many talented people there've been at certain things, but they just didn't have the technology at the time for those people to put their talents on display, right? So like I think about avid gamers that probably like grew up in like the 90s and early 2000s, where like now they're maybe in like their 50s. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying it's too late for anybody to like, go on that journey or that adventure, but it's like, damn, like y'all were really just gaming for nothing. Like don't get me wrong, I'm not saying for nothing, right? But for the people that were like hardcore on their game all the time, it's like if only you were born a couple decades later or like a decade later, you would have been around to like stream your gaming. So there was one time I was playing like MLB The Show. I love playing sports games and stuff like that. So I'm playing sports games and I'm just like, man, like I'm really good at this. Like I should start streaming it. But then also at that time, Resident Evil had announced like, yo, that they were gonna drop their remakes. And I was like, wow, like I haven't played Resident Evil 2. At that time, it was 2 that they announced. And I was like, wow, I haven't played Resident Evil 2 in a very, very long time. And I was like, I'm not scared of, and I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm not like scared. Yeah, like I just thought it would be like when I would like be by myself playing, and I'm like in my room, and then I'd just be like oh my god, and then it just like something in my brain was starting like at this time like I would say like Twitch was a thing, but once like I would say PlayStation 4 started implementing the share button, like when they had the live from PlayStation, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. And what year was this? This like 2014, 2013. I was like, yo, this is really cool. Like that you can like that people have a camera on their PlayStation and I can watch them playing their game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like now, mind you, like when I was in my prime, I had an Xbox 360. So I went from like PlayStation 2. I went further back, but I'm just gonna start at PlayStation 2 for the sake of just not going on for forever. But I went PlayStation 2 to Xbox 360 to PS4 to PS5. So like I took a PlayStation break after the 2, but then hopped right back on the train. But like my prime years were on the 360. That's when I got introduced to online gaming. You know what I mean? Like that was like my first introduction to like playing a game, a console game, like a PlayStation, Xbox, because I had played like computer games online, whatever, but I feel like that was like minor. That was my first introduction to online gaming. But I was really, really good. Like I used to play like Gears of War, Call of Duty, and I was always like at the top of the leaderboard. I never thought about like streaming or anything because it wasn't a thing at that time. But once I started like seeing the share play thing, and then they added Twitch to it that you can just browse on, like go onto Twitch and boom, like display your gaming. I was like, huh. And like at first I was like just doing it from the console. Then I'm starting to see people are actually like doing this on YouTube. Some people are doing this on here, and I'm like, huh, interesting. So like when Resident Evil 2 dropped, I was like, damn, it would be really cool to stream this, like play the game and I'm not alone. Not that I'm scared, right? But like it would be really cool to play the game.
Not that I'm not scared or whatever.
I'm just saying, like, all right, I feel like there should be a word for it, right? Like, is there a word? I'm seeing Silky redeem my sound alert. I like that. I'm still up in there. But yeah, basically like once I like damn. It's like the way I feel about like if like I'm having a beer, right? Like I like to socialize and like be around people. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like the same with gaming. I never like to just game alone. I always like there to be like some background noise or like people talking, stuff like that. What's going on, Silky? but yeah, like that's pretty much how it started. Like seeing the how it kind of progressed from the PS4 just being live from PlayStation to then being like, Twitch being a thing, and then like I started actually streaming on my MacBook, and then I like pretty much now I'm not gonna say I fried it, but I almost fried it
You fried it.
trying to stream. I
Mm.
almost fried. It's way slower than it used to be since I tried to stream on it. Is what I'll say. And I did this whole thing where I like was able to change the interface from Mac. I was able to change it from Mac to Windows. So I turned my Mac into a Windows,
Oh
and it
my!
was fucking.
You
But I was
was
so
doing
desperate
some
to stream.
wild stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I was so desperate to stream. I feel like a lot of people started there, but I was so desperate to stream that I tried doing it there, and then like I called Micro Center. If I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, and I told them like my specs on my laptop. They were like, "Yeah, nah, kill that." And then I was like, "Damn, it's time to invest in a PC. Like, if I really want to take this serious." So that's pretty much how it started, and that was like 2019, like yeah, middle of 2019, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay. Dre, thank you so much for the biddies. Jay, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. Krish, I saw you. Forever Silky. Hashtag Team Silky all day. Yo SB, who was talking trash in the beginning. Well, I guess to you. He loves me.
That's a fact.
I think I caught everybody. If I missed you, I sincerely apologize. Yeah, Mac streaming will legit test your I want to stream this. Listen,
Yo, for real.
it messes with you.
Mm-hmm.
Is okay, so it's been quite some time since you last streamed.
Mm-hmm. You can ask me a streaming question though. Like I
I
will
know.
be.
I will.
Yeah.
When you gonna stream again?
So I will be honest. Like one thing. All right. So like I am super competitive, right?
Uh-huh.
So once like I start seeing like one thing like when people say you can't do something, like that just sets me off. Like not in a bad way, but like, all right, cool. Or like, and it's not even more so that like the you can't do this, but more it's more of a like when you hear about somebody saying that about you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody says it to me directly, like first of all, not many people have the balls to do that. I'm not saying me personally, but I'm just saying like in general, like not a lot of people will tell people to their face or to them like you can't do something. Usually like hear about it. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, this person said like stuff like that like fires me up. Oh yeah, that's what they said. Oh yeah, that's what they think. Okay. All right, cool. That's what they believe that. All right, cool. Like now it's time to prove everybody wrong, you know? So that's just a competitive nature in me. But I will say this, uh I need to Resident Evil Village has me wanting to start streaming again so bad, and I get it, like the game came out like 2 years ago or whatever, but like I started it and I haven't finished it, and back to the whole like not being scared, I'm not scared, I promise thing, right? Like um I need to finish that game on stream, and I honestly was gonna come in here to like tell you like I don't know, like tonight I might like just see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see
Uh-huh.
what happens. I swear, like, but listen, like, and again, like with the streaming thing, like I've started, becoming a little bit closer with my friends again, and they're not very. How can I put it? Like some of them have like the etiquette, but let's just say they just don't have stream etiquette. Like certain things they say and the way they joke around isn't like very appropriate for Twitch. So
You get
it's
TOS
one of those
so quick.
yeah, so I would hate to stream with them and then like they rage. Some of them rage. I'm not gonna say all of them, but some of them rage and say things and they don't really watch what they're saying, and so like it's tough. It's tough, but I will tell you, like I'm so mad at myself because I look at my equipment every day when I go to sit down and game, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Like, I need to start utilizing this stuff again. But I think I had a really bad burnout, and then I got caught up with like supporting other people, and it's never bad to do that. I'm
Yeah.
not using that as an excuse, but I just got that. And when I say comfortable with supporting people, it was more so in a sense of like I was enjoying it. Like I was having fun being in people's chats, not people being in mine and me being the host. Like I started finding more fun in like on the other side, I guess you could say. I would say Silky probably the queen of that, right? Yeah, I do got to close that chapter too. I definitely have to close that chapter. And I played 7. I played all the Resident Evils 1, 2, 7, Veronica Code, all that stuff.
All that, everything in between.
Yeah.
Okay, so here at Gamer Corner, we like to do a fun little icebreaker after I ask a couple questions called Two Truths and a Lie. Do you know how to play it?
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Okay, because you know.
So you want me to give you two truths and a lie?
Yes, because we had SB do it, and I don't think he understood initially what that was.
Okay.
And somebody else didn't. Who else? Somebody else.
But it got to be like a, it's got to be like a good lie. We used to do this. We used to do this in Clubhouse.
Yeah.
We used to play this in Clubhouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Wait. We ask around about that TOS. Hear it very rarely to the point that you said I got to try to understand it. Terms of service. So Twitch has their set rules of what you can and cannot do. Obviously, they ban how they choose. That's a whole nother discussion. But there's certain things you can't say or do on Twitch.
Yeah.
Technically, and you could then lose your account for, a day, a week, permanently, etc., etc.
And there's like little keywords, and some of those keywords people like to use a lot, and those are the words that can get you tossed. So yeah. But yeah, two truths and a lie.
Start sharing my name.
You want me to come up with?
Your name became a banned word. Because like the spasm part? Well, yeah. Yeah. Yes, you have to come up with two truths and a lie. And me and the chat will work together to figure out which one's the lie.
Two truths and a lie. Alright. I'm gonna give you 3 truths. Because I'm an honest person, right? You guys can figure out which one I'm lying about, right? Because I'm not gonna tell you I'm lying about one of them. I'm just gonna tell you.
But that's the whole point of the game, is for you not to tell
yeah.
us.
I know. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So damn. I get this is weird because this is like my competitive side coming out for something that's not even a competition.
It's really
like
not.
I just want it to be something
it's
that's
something
like
fun to do during the interview.
Okay. I've stood outside all night and morning. Actually that one's like half truth because like I did take a nap. So okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. All right. So I was one of the first people to have the Nintendo 64 when it released. I was one of the first people to have a Nintendo 64 when it released.
Oh, amongst your friends.
I wouldn't say amongst my friends. I'm just like period. Like when the Nintendo 64 dropped, I was one of the first people to have one. When the PlayStation 1 dropped, actually, okay, so when the PlayStation 1 dropped, I actually got a game on there that pretty much revealed Santa Claus wasn't real. So on my PlayStation, playing my PlayStation, I basically found out that Santa wasn't real through playing my PlayStation, and then
Hey Kwanzaa,
when the
that's
red
funny. Hi.
when the red rings of death I caught the red rings of death one time, right? Well, a couple of times on my Xbox. When I caught it, I don't know how old I was, but I took apart my entire Xbox and like put these little like pennies in there because there was like this hack on YouTube at the time, and I folded my whole thing in a bunch of towels and I actually cured my Xbox. Okay. Now again, that's mad technical.
Wait. Exactly, Silky. We can't
But
get
listen,
simple truth.
So look.
I'm at loss what the truth is. What's
I'm gonna
the
get
truth?
you right
In
here.
one
So here we
sentence.
go. So based off of what I said,
Okay.
PlayStation ruined my Santa Claus belief.
Okay.
I cured the red rings of death, and I was one of the first people to get the Nintendo 64.
Okay.
And it wasn't just one of in my friends group. So I got the Nintendo 64, one of the first people. PlayStation ruined Christmas for me and revealed Santa Claus, and then I fixed the red rings of death. So out of those, there's two truths and a lie.
PlayStation 1?
Yes.
Let me think. Okay, people in the chat, which one do you guys think is the lie? The red ring, the N64, which apparently Silky's like, nah, or the PlayStation 1?
And you're gonna you're gonna come up with the whole like answer, right? Like you're gonna.
I'm thinking on it. I'm thinking on it. Let's see. You're just gonna say 64 young goals.
So again, PlayStation 1 ruined my Christmas. I cured the red rings of death. I was one of the first people to have the Nintendo 64.
So which one is the lie? Cured? I guess not cured.
Hey, listen, it was basically a disease at that time.
He fixed it for himself. Yeah, I want to say the N64 one is the lie.
Okay.
I don't know how old you are for the PlayStation.
Oh, I was when the PlayStation 1, I'll give you a little thing. So when the Nintendo 64 came out, I was like 7 years old, 8 years old. 7 years old, 8 years old. One of the two, I think. When the PlayStation 1 came out, like when I had a PlayStation 1, I was about like 9 years old or such, like 8, 9. And then the Xbox
in Santa at 9, 10? Wrapping a towel around to make.
Yeah, so I was probably so for the PlayStation 1, I was probably like
9 or 10. PlayStation 1 came out in 94.
Well, I didn't get it when it like first came out, but you know. Yeah. All right. The younger thing is crazy because listen, I'm not saying I got these exact, like, besides the Nintendo 64, I didn't get these when they dropped. Like, okay, so I got to. Anyways, y'all can guess, okay?
I know.
All right. If I wanted to be 15 and believe in Santa Claus, then I was 15 and talking about Saint Nick, okay? You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the 64 is the lie.
So 64 is the lie. Everybody agrees. Everybody in here agrees. Or is your choice the only one that matters right now?
My choice is the only one that really matters. But I like
All right.
for people to chime in and hear
Okay.
their
Okay.
thoughts.
All right. You sure?
Sure.
Okay. All right. The Nintendo 64 was the lie. It was the lie. It was the lie. It was the lie.
So how you need to explain your PlayStation Santa Claus?
Okay. So the PlayStation one is simple. So obviously your parents give you a list. What do you want to get? Whatever, right? So you gotta like give them a list of what you want or whatever. So I decided, okay, like I want these lists of games. Now, one of the games I got wasn't even the game on my list. It was Crash Bandicoot or whatever. It was Crash Team Racing. It was Crash Team Racing. And so I got yes, you were right. So I gotta now, mind you, this is like not in the like the smartphone times. Like this is when like the house phone rang and somebody went to go pick it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know what time, but I'm real young at this time, and I get a call, and it's my cousin calling.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, hey, what's up? What are you doing? And I'm like, oh, nothing much. What's up with you? What are you doing? And she comes and she tells me, she's like, oh, nothing. I was just with your dad. We were out shopping for Christmas gifts and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, yeah, he got you Crash Team Racing, the Crash Bandicoot racing game. And I was like, oh.
I asked Santa for that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have it on my list, but I was like, doesn't sit there. I didn't ask Santa. I was like confused pretty much. And then I was like, wait, is my dad like, so then like my dad came and he pretty much told me like, hey, Santa Claus came and dropped off all this stuff and like whatever. So like I like looked through my gifts and I see the Crash Team Racing and it said from Santa on it. And I'm like, this isn't from Santa. like Tiffany told me that you went out and you bought this. And then he was just like, wow, like there it is. That's it. This is the end. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that was the end of Santa Claus and Christmas as I knew it. And yeah, that was that for that. And then the Xbox thing, the Xbox thing was, yeah, I literally like unscrewed my whole thing. Like I got electrical tape, put pennies in it, stacked them. Like there was a certain way you did it. You stacked them up, you wrapped them up with the electrical tape,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, you wrap it with a towel real tight, and it would work. And I caught the red rings of death a bunch of times until I got the PlayStation. I mean, the Connect, the PlayStation. I mean, the Xbox Connect. And then once I got the Xbox Connect, that was it. All my problems were gone. I never got the red rings, and it was smooth sailing after that. The reason why I added the Nintendo 64 thing there is because it was the only system I never owned. Right? Until I got older, I bought it for myself.
Okay.
But it was the one system that I thought was like if I took like the PlayStation 2 was obviously unbelievable. Like I think that's the greatest console of all time as far as like games. Like
Mm-hmm.
it has some bangers on the PS2. But as far as like being a kid going to your cousin's house and they have the yellow like the Pokemon font with like the Pikachu like and the see-through controllers, and then every time you watch like Nickelodeon, a Nintendo 64. Man, listen, it was rough being a kid, like because I had every system that I wanted, like, and it was mostly my dad's. Like it was my dad's PlayStation 1, it was my dad's PlayStation 2, you know what I'm saying, it was my dad's Sega. Like he's a grown ass man. Like why would he buy a Nintendo 64, right? Like it was like a kid's console, you know what I'm saying? So I just never got it, and I wish I was one of the first people to ever get it, so I threw the line there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I remember my parents buying the N64 for my little brother. But I don't
Yeah.
remember when they did that.
And they had all the cool. I loved wrestling. It had the best wrestling games on it. I loved Pokemon at the time. It had the best Pokemon games on it. I loved like I was, introduced to Super Mario on the Super Nintendo at a young age, so it had all the Mario stuff on there, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, wow, like I'm missing out on so much. So, and it had the 4 players, like it had the 4
Listen,
slots, like you know what I
Mario
mean?
Party,
Come
Mario
on.
Party back then. That was
Was literally a
yeah.
a party. It was literally a party.
Listen, everybody on the couch, some people on the floor going hard.
For real.
Aim Police, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Prince, I see you. Hey, how
What
you
up, Prince?
doing?
I know you're watching the Celtics right now. That's my Celtics buddy right there.
Is there any content that you would like to make in the future when you finally come back to streaming?
Man, I have so many videos of Call of Duty since they've added the proximity chat to that game, and I just don't. I'm just like so like I just have all these clips hostage. But and like people are like drop them, drop them, drop them, and I'm gonna drop them eventually. But as far as like content, like it's weird. It's like streaming is like a little discouraging in a way because it's like I don't really like get caught up. It's like for instance, like when you stream, like I feel like you almost have to be a little professional.
Mm-hmm.
Like I believe in like being yourself and stuff, but like there's certain things that like when I'm just playing games with my friends, like I'm just kind of like free. You know what I mean? I'm not really like worried about anything. Like I'm just kind of like doing, saying, and kind of being however I want to be. But then it sucks because it's like a double-edged sword because it's like on one end, I look and I'm like, there's all these like big streamers that just like do whatever the hell they want. Like they do anything that they want to. And like here I am, I fire up my stream and like, I be chilling most of the time, but then it's like, you gotta watch what you say and
Mm-hmm.
it's just a bunch of stuff. But I've done like the sports content. I want to get back on my like trivia stuff because that was fun. I did that with Push one time and that was real cool. um so I want to get back on that, but I might have a surprise because a couple of my friends got some PCs now and like they really want to take this serious and like get competitive with it. So you know I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And
Okay.
that's not just me saying it. That's just like things happen in the universe tends to unravel things in interesting ways. So I don't think I'm on this, you know, gamers corner by coincidence.
Yeah.
It
No,
might
that's
be a
very
little
fair.
wake up call.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So we talked a lot about like some of your first memories of gaming. Is there any that really stick out to you besides having Christmas and Santa Claus ruined?
What do you mean?
Like your very, very first memory of gaming.
Yes. Nah, I'm not scared to stream. Nah, you know what? I will say this about the RP thing, and like this is a streaming thing in general. Is when I stream RP, I just like get super thing about like people watching my screens, like seeing how much money I have, what type of guns I have, where I stay at, where my hideout is. It's just not a good game to stream unless you're like being like a homeless person and you don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But like, I listen. I might have a surprise at the end of this, whatever. But I know Silky will tune in and watch me. But anyways, early memory of gaming. All right, y'all could go search it up right now. There's a game called Flashback. Okay, it's on the Sega Genesis. It's called Flashback. On the cover, it's like a person like, and they have like trees. Like it's like a person like in a tree. Like it looks like they're like growing into the tree. Like it's weird. Um, as far as I can remember back, that's the first game, and it's weird, like I'm not really like the best when it comes to memory, but that's like one of my core memories. um if so like Flashback is the game that I can think of that like I remember first sitting and watching my dad play. And like my dad will even tell you, I used to sit and watch him play the game and I would really feel like he was in the game getting chased by these monsters, and I used to like cry watching him play. That and Resident Evil 2. Those two games, And it's so funny, Finger. Like I know you're a big fan of the Resident Evil games, but like
Yes.
Resident Evil is one of it. There's a crazy fact about Resident Evil, and I don't know. I'm not really sure exactly what the fact or like thing, but like I don't know if it's the first 3D horror game or yeah, it's I saw it. Oh my god, I'm mad that I like ugh. Like it's one of those things where like I read it and then like I had already like refreshed my timeline and then I was like, whoa, where'd it go? And I never recovered it. But it was like it's either the first zombie like horror game or it's the first like 3D horror game that came out. Like it's one of the two. 3D zombie game or something. But then again, like the first one was the 3D horror game. But I think the entire series
Mm-hmm.
of that was that. But anyways, it was super like those two games, like I got it. That's why I'm not and again, this is gonna be the theme of this like talk show, but that's why I'm not scared of anything. Because as a young child, I went through all the horror I had to go through, watching my dad play, the liquors, all that stuff. Like, and if anybody YouTube's what's it called? A Resident Evil, I mean a flashback from the Sega Genesis, you probably scoff or laugh your ass off at like how just like pathetic it is to be scared of something like that.
Listen.
But it just goes to show.
Listen, those graphics back then were amazing. Okay?
Yeah. At that for that time.
Amazing. Silky, you remember when I was trolling people doing that, making everybody do jumping jacks?
Oh, I was there for that. That was funny.
That was funny. And a lot of people did it.
Sweatpants gang, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with it.
This?
That was before your time, Prince. And that's the only reason why you have not done jumping jacks.
That was before.
So, what are you currently playing? Like, you're playing, like, you're doing
So I've
RP?
been playing RP. I get on there like, you know, every other night or whatever. I just grinded. I don't know if any of y'all play Warzone or Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I just like 2 weeks ago got my Orion skin. I don't know how you pronounce that word, but Orion skin. I just got.
Like Orion.
That's what I say. I always say that, and somebody and I always get corrected saying that's not how you pronounce it, and I'm like, Orion. Like they like, oh, it's Orion, not Orion, and I'm like,
is it Orion?
Yeah.
So isn't it Orion? Like the dude in the sky? Like the hunter in the sky? Like that, if they're spelling it the same way.
It's like the stuff with like the stars and the galaxies, like that type of thing.
So then it has to be Orion.
Yeah. Don't tell me, like, it's not me. I think it's
them change it is.
What I know.
No.
Okay,
Get your
okay.
information right.
Yeah. I've been saying Orion since day one, so yeah, we're gonna call it Orion. But yeah, it was a grind to get those skins, but I was able to do it. I got it done, and telling you, I played Among Us for the first time in forever, like a couple days ago. I hopped.
Wow.
No. It was funny. I was playing by myself. I was playing completely alone.
Oh.
Yeah. Really weird. And I would.
Seek?
No. Listen, this is the first time I've opened the game since that even came out. Like it's been a very long time for me to play it, but yeah. I played a little bit of that, and then what's the other game that I could think of that I played? I did Rainbow Six. I played, which oh man, listen, like they just added cross progression in December, so I like. It's just amazing. That if you guys haven't played Rainbow Six Siege, like, and you guys are into shooters, first person, man, that game is. I was just talking about this today, and it was a great conversation I was having with my boy. That's an amazing game. Like, I have nothing more to say about that game. But yeah, Village, I did load up the other day, and I swear to God, I played. Like, I probably turned around. Like, because where I'd saved that was, like, with that big dude that, like, sells stuff to you. He's, like, the big giant dude that sells the stuff inside of that little like cart. I literally turned around, walked up to him, and literally turned the game off. So I need to get back because I was like, what point of the game am I in? Like what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna watch a walkthrough up until the point where I'm at, and then I'll continue. You know what I mean? I'm not starting over. I can't. I'm playing it on hardcore. Like that is like there was one mission I was in, and I think you were watching me stream it.
Normal. Why can't?
Okay, all right, we can have this conversation.
Why?
So look, I'm a firm believer that when you buy a single player game, it doesn't have a lot of replay value, right? For some people, they can sit there and say like, "Oh yeah, you beat it the first time, and then you can like get all the things the second time." Like, no, like if I'm gonna purchase a game for $70, that's a single player game, meaning there's no replay value as far as like inviting my friends, playing with my friends. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to put it on the hardest difficulty, and I'm going to go through the trenches with it. So what might originally be a 12-hour game can now be a 28-hour game. I swear to God, there was this one mission in Village, if y'all remember. This is the only thing I can really like recollect from playing it. But there's this one mission in the very beginning where you're like in the snowy area before you get towards the castle area, and you're running away from like those like
I watched you play some of that.
Yo, I was stuck on that one level for like 3 hours. I've never been man, listen, it's just one of those things. But I'm a firm believer, you play a single player game, you have to beat it on the hardest difficulty. I did it with The Last of Us when it came out. I played it on grounded, and then you like unlock that. I think you play it on hard, and once you beat it on hard, you unlock grounded. So I went through that whole thing with The Last of Us, and there was one level on The Last of Us that was hard as hell too. But yeah, I'm a firm believer in that. You play a single player game, you play it on the hardest difficulty. Don't be a coward. That's it. Simple.
Wow. Hi Trina, welcome in. I appreciate you for being here. If you guys have any questions for Pac, you're more than welcome to ask him anything. So are there any games coming out that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, so
play on extra hard.
Resident Evil 4 will probably be the one that I play on extra hard next. Probably be the one, but I have to finish 8. I feel like I'm gonna start it and I'm never gonna finish it, and I'm gonna be having this conversation. Yo,
fast forward 6 months from now, I'll be like, did you get it?
I bought the bundle. There's a bundle that dropped, and I have Resident Evil 1, I have Resident Evil 2, I have Resident Evil 3, I have Resident Evil 4, I have 5. I'm never playing 6. Don't ever ask me about it. I have 7. I've beat that already, and I have to beat 8. And I played the remake of 2. I didn't play the remake of 3 because I heard the remake of 3 was like the same thing as 2, just way shorter, and 2 already felt short, so I don't really know how much shorter you can get. But yeah. So I need to finish those games, and then I need to play the remake. So I think as it gets listen, this is my goal, right? Finish Village. Mm-hmm. Play Resident Evil 4, the one I have, which is, you know, the original one, and then just in time for 4 to drop so I could play the remake. That's my goal for that.
Okay.
That's my goal for that.
No,
I feel like there's another game. I don't know if you're excited for this because I don't know if like whatever, but you know, this is your corner. But I'm in the corner right now.
Okay.
But I'm about to put you in the corner. How are you feeling about this Harry Potter game that's coming out? Because all my friends are talking about it. They won't shut up about it. They're talking about it and talking about it and talking about it.
So.
And I know you're the hardcore Harry Potter fan.
Yeah. So the problem is that
there's a problem. Oh, we got a problem. Okay.
Yeah, the problem is the creator of the Harry Potter world is crazy. And therefore
J.K. Rowling.
She's ruining it for fans. So
wait. So she's ruining the game?
Well, she's
saying things that is making it hard for you to wanna.
Yes. She's saying things that making it hard for everybody to enjoy the game without her foolishness. And then she's like, well, if you buy the game or buy anything of Harry Potter related, then you believe in my beliefs.
Like, did she say that?
Yes.
She said if you buy anything of hers, then you're... Whoa, I didn't know. I know...
With what I believe.
I've heard of some of the things she said, But I didn't know she said that.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Oh, okay, damn. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I think the game's gonna be really cool and awesome, but it's kind of like not gonna be enjoyable because she's crazy. So it's just like I don't know.
It's one of those things where it's like, that's a tough situation because it's one of those things that's like you just can't control it. And it's like when Trump was like saying, well, I'm not to get political, but I'm just speaking on understanding how this kind of was. But like, I remember when Trump was saying certain things and certain people who didn't support Trump were like, oh, like, I'm not going to do this anymore. But then they still did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just kind of like, I remember when he was like, when the guy from Goya, you know what I mean, came and said that he supported Trump, and everybody was like, I'm going to throw my Goya products away. And it's like, what you cooking with that? Yeah, like,
well, no, because you already bought the Goya, so that's not
right.
You gotta just not buy Goya anymore. But there's a lot of non-Goya products in the same aisle.
Right, exactly, and everybody came and they still bought products anyways. So
hey, like, Prime, whatever. I appreciate you for being here. Welcome in, welcome in. So you know, but. I have Sons of the Forest to look forward to. So that's going to be fun.
So that's a no for Harry Potter for you.
It's a, you know, it's like listening to any R. Kelly songs. You got to like.
Right. Yeah.
You got to do it in secret or something.
Right.
Or.
Right, you got to put yourself offline and play the game.
Or watching the Cosby Show, or eating Chick-fil-A, or.
Now I'm hearing Cosby's getting out, and he's going on tour.
Yeah, no, he's already out. He's out. He's been out, but he's going on tour.
Wow, that's crazy. So, R. Kelly ain't getting out. He ain't getting out.
It's a wrap. But how old is R. Kelly?
He's got to be in his 50s for sure.
Yeah, and he got like 20 years.
Yeah, he's chilling in there for a minute.
Yeah, but like 70s, you know, is old, but you're still alive, and
yeah.
Especially if you take care of yourself, you're
right.
You easily got another 30 years in you, but you know.
That's true.
Let's see where are we at. Wait, so you said Resident Evil? Anything else?
I feel like I'm actually, hold on, let me look at games coming out this year. All right, let me see. Okay. Like you had, like, Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I mean, looking at this, I'm looking at a real short list right here. It's nothing like super crazy that's like blowing me away.
You don't play games. You just sit on the pause screen. I don't know what you're talking about.
Street Fighter 6 is cool. Just it's not like I listen. I used to be into those games when like I would like have friends over. We'd fight, whatever. That was cool. But like, you're not gonna be better than those kids using the arcade sticks and stuff.
Like my little brother.
Yeah, if your little brother does that, then yeah.
The arcade. Thing.
I'm looking. Okay, so Tekken. So the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is supposed to come out. I did hear about that. It's supposed to be, I guess, like Friday the 13th. If you remember, like how that played, which is very interesting.
I never played that. Interestingly enough, I did buy the game. It's sitting right here.
What the Friday the 13th?
Yeah, I bought the game. It's sitting right here. It's still in the packaging. I could actually grab it.
Okay, yeah. I'm looking at the list. There's not really a lot of games that, you know.
Yeah, it's still in the plastic.
Yeah, that's another game I was just having a conversation about. A game with so much potential, but then they got that lawsuit or whatever, and they were going to threaten to sue, and yeah.
And it died.
They were supposed to come out with this is actually a fun fact. They were supposed to come out with a mode called, oh my God, what is it called? Oh my God, I can't remember it. If you Google, you might be able to find it. But there was a mode that was supposed to come out for Friday the 13th, and it was literally gonna be like Among Us. It was gonna be everybody's a camp counselor,
Okay.
one person's the killer, and you got to figure out who the killer is before the killer kills everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then because it kind of had that lawsuit, it was never able to come out. So
Well, listen, lawsuits, the strays. What? People are playing it now. It's watching a YouTube player. It looks lit. The strays? Is that the name of the game? Again, SB, you don't play games. I don't know why you keep talking about the game. When you said it, I only sit on the fall screen. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That was the stray. Oh, well, you know. So you wanna play Harry Potter? You gonna fly around?
No, I'm not playing Harry Potter.
No, SB wants to play Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I was trying to understand what he was saying. Are you gonna play Sons of the Forest?
I don't even know what that is. I'm not like one of those. That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know the beautiful game that is The Forest.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's the sequel to that.
Yes.
Okay. I know you spent a lot of time on that one. That was one of your favorites.
I single-handedly sold over like 50 copies of that game by
yeah, I
making
believe
other
it.
people play it.
Other people get it.
Like, get it so you can play.
Okay.
You should get Sons of the Forest when it comes out, so you can play when I play.
Yeah, we'll see what's up with it. When does it come out?
We'll see. That's such a dad.
That's
answer.
such a we'll see. Hey, listen, but
That's
sometimes
answer.
dad be coming through. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, we'll see, and he be seeing.
When you go get that milk, sure. February 20th or 22nd or something. February 20th or 22nd comes out. So just in a couple weeks.
Okay.
So it's just around the corner. So with that in mind, if you could design your own game, what would it look like?
If I could design my own game?
Your own game.
Game, not console, but game.
Yes.
Okay. You know what listen, I already have this down packed because I think I've told this story to like a whole bunch of people that like I be playing with already. But we need a game like on some like the way Skyrim and like Red Dead Redemption, like Red Dead 2, Skyrim, and like Red Dead Redemption, Skyrim, GTA, but like medieval. Now granted, right, you're gonna say Skyrim's medieval though, like what are you saying, right? But like on some like Game of Thrones type of stuff. Like where like it's like for instance, those games that you see like whenever you're like on an app and it'll show a bird's eye view of like, you know, a bunch of guys with swords and like, you know, shields and stuff fighting against each other. Something like super intense like that, but online multiplayer, open world. Like you go to this enemy's territory, like they can fight you out of their castle and like, but just like the freedom to kind of do just whatever you want, but like have your sword upgraded, but like an open world multiplayer experience with like 60 players online, and like everybody hops in and you guys defend like, you know, the north and like whatever or wherever you stay at, and you can choose your little like gang of people, you know, stuff like that. Like I think that would be a game that like, and you ride on some horses, you have, you know, stuff like that. I think that would be dope. So like a basically like a Game of Thrones online open world, like, but also have like a single player mode where you kind of go through the trials and tribulations of the medieval times, but like real grimy and raw. Like they kill your mom, they kill your sister, like
Yeah.
real like unfriendly. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Yeah,
Hello,
yeah.
Chernobyl. Welcome into the classroom. Pull up a desk. So, a Game of Thrones open world.
It's Game of Thrones open world, GTA slash Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption 2 style of play. And the reason why I say Red Dead is because Red Dead's like that first game that came out that like over time, um, like you would be at like one point of the game, and then like
Oh.
as you progress through the game, like things were being built, but like people were actually working on it. Like if you YouTube it, you can literally search it up, like Red Dead Redemption 2, like progression, like in-game progression, right? Like there'd be a bridge being built, and if you just stopped and didn't play the game and just sat and watched the person building, they're literally like grabbing the materials and putting them to build. Like it's not like the screen like loads and then boop up the bridge is there. Like no, like these people are actually doing things, and like if you follow the characters, they're like going to work, you know what I'm saying, or like they're cleaning their house. Like it's actually like the AI performance is actually realistic. Like I hate when games, when you're kind of just like moving and like it's just kind of like, okay, like this is a video game. This doesn't feel real. Like just something real. Just something medieval but like real. Like
Mm-hmm.
so yeah. That would be the game. And it'd sell a ton of copies. And then I'd like say a bunch of things that I like believe in that are like really like, oh my
Here you
God, like that's
go.
really, and then I'll tell everybody, if you buy the game, then you're supporting me and then like and my beliefs, and listen, we'll live a nice life.
That's okay. So 10 years from now, where do you see like the gaming industry going? Are you happy with it currently, and things of that sort?
Um as a sports fan, I'm very unhappy with the gaming industry.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I
I
think
didn't
that
even
I
think
think
about.
yeah, that's like I don't buy Madden, I don't buy NHL anymore, I don't buy 2K anymore. The last 2 years I've literally got 2K for free. Like I got 2K for free this year, and last year like I had a bunch of like yeah, it was bought for me. Like I got a code and I was just like cool, whatever, and I played it. But I don't buy Madden, I don't buy NHL anymore, I don't buy 2K anymore, I don't play FIFA. And I used to buy 3 out of those 4 all the time. And at
Mm-hmm.
times I would even buy FIFA, and I don't even like care about that. The only thing I do play is MLB The Show, but that's not made by like any, like it's not made by 2K, Take Two Interactive, and it's not made by EA Sports, which I think is the problem. EA Sports and Take Two Interactive have like gotten real comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because people still end up buying the game, and then those people like it's just a vicious cycle. It's never gonna end. You know what I mean? It's never gonna stop. So it's not my fight to fight, because all my friends always talk about they're not gonna buy it and then they buy it anyways. And so it's like, all right, cool, like do what you do. And every year they always regret it and they always stop playing it. But I mean, and then also like just kind of like the rollout for, and again, we were talking about this a little bit prior to being coming in here, but I think that like the start off for like next gen consoles is really slow.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't seen any games that have blown me away. Like I see like even God of War, like God of War is an amazing
Okay, yeah.
looking game, but it's an amazing looking game already. Like I think games are going to look amazing, but like there's nothing really like innovative. Like I haven't seen them really utilize the next gen console in a way where I'm like, damn, that $500 I spent was actually worth it. Like I feel like these consoles should have been like 400 $300 if any, or like 350 300 $250. Like I know that's not how it works, but the way these play, it's like, okay, like I feel like I'm doing the same thing. But I will say, I think as time, we're getting to that point now. What are we at, like almost approaching next year? I mean, this November will be like the 4 year mark since the new consoles. I think we're gonna start seeing, because I heard they're gonna start discontinuing games on past gen. So like the
Uh,
PS4, if you have the old consoles, they're pretty much gonna be like put to rest in this next coming year. And I think this is when they start going full like head on with like
yeah.
their production.
But
So
like I said, this is the first time that the gaming industry had to go through a pandemic, and
right.
so a lot of things were held up. Chips were held up. This, that, and the other. There wasn't a lot of inventory because, you know, so.
Yeah.
People, you still can't walk into like Best Buy and every once in a while you might see like an Xbox in there, but like
You won't find a PlayStation.
you'll never find a PlayStation in there. Except for apparently in Hawaii. There's a lot of PlayStations in Hawaii.
Yep, which tells you all you need to know about Xbox and PlayStation. Okay. There's a reason why one's on the shelf and the other one isn't. Okay.
So, it's 4 years after the new gen comes out for PlayStation. Thank you, Latina Alliance. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know.
And then also, I know there's VR gaming. So when we talk about 10 years from now, I am in no belief that we are ever gonna, or I'm ever gonna live in a world where VR gaming is like trumps like the traditional like console PC gaming. I don't think that's ever gonna happen in our life ever.
Ooh, y'all hear it first. Clip that, somebody.
I think
We can play it back 11 years from now.
Yeah.
We'll see where
play
we're
it back.
at.
Hey, matter of fact, don't even play it back. Put it in VR. So come here in VR in 10 years and come see me.
Not you saying put it in VR.
Yeah. Right. Literally. But
listen. Where was I? Oh, so here on the Fangirl Review channel, we have a sound alert. The Go Fangirl sound alert. And this is the individual whose voice is behind the Go Fangirl sound alert. I decided that I wanted to add sound alerts. I didn't know. I'm like, what can I do? And I didn't want to be like everybody else. And I was like, how about what I do is when I go into people's channels and they hype me up or do something with my name in it, I'll clip it and I will use that as the sound alert. I did not tell them I was doing that. I just did it. And that's what it is. And for some reason, the Go Fangirl has been the one that most people have gravitated towards and they play the most. I meant to save the number. It's like insane the amount of times that one gets played. So Pac was streaming late at night. Do you remember?
I don't remember it, and I was gonna tell you I don't remember it.
You don't even remember?
I do not remember it. I just remember I was listening to some John B, or John B was playing or something.
I've known you for 2 years. It's just like that, y'all. Just like that. Let's see if we can pull up the original clip. Let me move this over here. Let's see. Do that instead. Minimize that. Let's see. You don't even remember. You see, y'all? You think you're important. Window capture. Oh, look at that. It captured the right one from the jump. Isn't that beautiful? Here at Fangirl Review, we like to do things on the fly. Bam! So we'll just kind of put it over my face and your face. So this is the clip.
Oh, this is the day? Oh my god, this is crazy.
This is yes. Yeah, we were talking about John B. I'm just reading the chat real quick.
That's lit.
Oh, it was just last year. Why did I think it was like longer than that? But I guess it was only just last year.
Man, don't try throwing me under the bus like, you know, this happened.
Last year.
Like this happened 2 years. Yo, last year, listen. It's hard to remember.
Okay. And you were grooving to some old school R&B. So it's a very short 16-second clip, but you can see Pac grooving in the corner.
Girl, girlfriend, girl.
I'm very curious how this went.
Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, girlfriend, girl, girlfriend, girl, girlfriend, girl, girlfriend, girl. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it, hey, girl.
Yes. You were just jamming out to some music.
That's dope.
Let's
That's dope.
disappear that. But apparently you have a background in music.
Yeah, I have a background in music.
Apparently, Heartaches and Pain.
I have so many more songs than that. I'm just glad that we found one of the ones that we found. But yeah.
So, for a quick 5 seconds, we're gonna play.
Yeah, this is my. How long ago was this? 11 years? 12 years?
11
How long
years.
ago? Oh my god.
11 years.
Damn.
Back in his auto-tune rapping career.
Good times, man. I used to go on a nice little walk to the studio, and it was like like a 30-40 minute walk. And we used to walk all the way out there, and we used to go to the studio, and yeah.
Flock
That was
looks
good
good.
time. Those were good times, yo.
Don't worry. You don't have to explain yourself. All these hiding things can't be you. I just hope you find the right one.
And it was Craig that put you onto this, huh?
Yes, true friends embarrass you like this.
Good for Craig. Good for Craig. Yo, I'm gonna tell you you know what? Now that this is playing, I'm gonna give you the backdrop.
Okay, I'll turn it down some. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm gonna get. All right, so there was this girl, and oh man, listen. All right, what? 11 years ago, you said? So I was
Yes.
what? 19, like, yeah, 18, about to be 19, I think. There was a girl in Florida that I was dating at that time. Well, not at that time, but there was a girl in Florida that I was dating, and oh man, like, it was
Wait,
crazy.
hold on. We had a chorus for a second there. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. There's another. Oh my god. I want to see if I have. Hold on, let me see.
Okay. All right. Oh,
This is let me see. Green.
Doop. Make that disappear. So beautiful, beautiful.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wow. Why is this on the internet still? This is so funny.
Your first mixtape, Pacmvn.
Hold on.
Pacman. Piffalish. What? This is beautiful. Listen, we just had to bring that up. So, show y'all how Pac has always been grooving and rapping, singing, dancing, and things of that sort. So you guys can see where that sound
I'll
alert
send
came
you.
from.
That's one of my other ones, and that's just because I'm being nice and I'm in the corner right now. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
But yeah, that's one of the other ones. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna find many others.
I don't know.
Wow, this is
Let me
crazy.
reach out to Craig and see. What
Oh,
he might
please.
have
Listen,
in
Craig.
like dig deep. What do you have in the box?
Yeah.
In the memory box. Okay. Hard hitting question now. What
Go ahead.
is your favorite game of all time?
Shit.
It can include tabletop. It can include card games. Nothing wrong with picking spades. Go Fish is a good one. Anything. Favorite game of all time, and why? If you have to do like a top 3 or 4 or 5, whatever, I understand. Cause some people are like, well, no, like
I was just it's just so funny you mentioned this because I was literally like a lot, not all of them, but most of these questions like you asked me like 2 questions that I was like, damn, I was literally just like having conversations about that. And I literally like could show you the text message. I was right before we came in here. I was telling my boy. So, all right. So I'll give you a top 5. I'm gonna give you 5 because, and I'm not gonna. And again, these are gonna be like totally like subjective, right? So it's gonna be like games that like I grew like that I would put in like if somebody like if I had like a chest or like a shelf of like my 5 favorite games that I love, not that I think are the best games of all time, I'd probably put these games in there. This is tough.
Yeah, listen, the game ain't gotta be good for it to be your favorite, okay?
I'm gonna put. All right, so I'm gonna put. So you want me to like tell you and give you a reason, or you want just a list?
Just give me a list and then pick one of them to tell me why.
All right, so the one I'm gonna put in there. I'm gonna give you a reason. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna put Rainbow Six in there.
Okay.
So that came out in 2015.
I remember you playing that.
Yeah, so that game came out in 2015, and the reason why I hold it so near and dear and high and mighty is because it's like the first game that came out that I can think where they weren't charging you money for like extra add-ons and characters, and it's the way a game is supposed to be, right? Like, again, I think I come from the traditional like gaming background, like growing up playing Street Fighter on the Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, that like when you like, and Mortal Kombat also, I feel like that was another game like this, but like as you play the game and beat bosses, you unlock characters, right? You don't pay $9.99 for the extra or $19.99 for the extras, right?
Or $29.99.
Right, or $49.99, right? So like for the special edition, right? And it was so unique because these games that came out before, they were made the way that they were supposed to be. Now I feel like games are just half-assed and then they correct them and do little patches and stuff like that. Whereas a game like Def Jam Fight for New York dropped and like it was exactly how it needed to be, right? Like no ifs, ands, or buts. So Rainbow Six was a game that came out like in a modern time, 2015, that when it dropped, it was like, okay, we're gonna give you this, and as time progresses, like you're not gonna have to pay for a map, so all your friends are always gonna get the updates for free as like every season goes by. If you want new costumes and outfits, you literally just have to play the game and you get points, and those points go towards that. And yeah, and then but now obviously they've added a battle pass or whatever, but they deserve to do that. It's the one game I'll say deserves to like, and any game that's free, they deserve to have those other incentives, you know what I mean? Incentives, right? Like to make some type of money. Like it's almost like a blessing, you know what I mean? Like I'm willing to bless games that are free or games that have given you a ton of free content and now are finally asking years later for you to throw money down. So I'm going to put Rainbow Six in there also for its just communication. I'm a huge fan of like when I'm playing a game, like talking to people. Like yo, put this over here. Okay, hold on. Yep, 32 West. All that. I love that stuff. So boom, Rainbow Six. I'm gonna put in there. The Warriors is in there. That is just an all-time one right there. So the Warriors. That one. So the Warriors. Rainbow Six. I'm gonna say No Mercy. It was a wrestling game on Nintendo 64. Like that is wow. That's a classic one right there. And then damn, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. I feel like Def Jam Fight for New York is in there too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Somebody else said that.
And then the 5th one, Oh my god, that's so hard.
No tabletop games? No mousetrap? Shoots and ladders?
All right, just for the hell of it, if I had to throw one of those in there, Uno,
Oh man.
Uno,
Uno.
Uno. And you want me to tell you why? Because Uno's one of those games that's played even better when you don't play it the right way. What game you know like that, where when you're not doing it the right way, and it's even better. It's even better. So I'll put that in there. I wanted to say San Andreas, but I feel like that's so cliche. But I feel like that game deserves a lot of praise for like the ability to like eat and gain a lot of weight, work out and get a lot of muscle, and then like don't do anything, get real skinny. Like I feel like that was like the first time like, whoa, hold up, like this is crazy. Like you could do that, but and it had the co-op, the multiplayer. But anyways, yeah, that I'm not gonna put that in there. I'll put Uno in there. I wanted to say the Game of Life. I also like that game, the Game of Life.
No,
I had a nice little.
that.
Yeah, I like
Monopoly,
that one.
yeah, it's another one that's better with house rules. And again, that was really funny when Twitter was fighting with, when Black Twitter was fighting with the creators of Uno, saying that they're playing their game wrong.
Right. Yep.
They said like, "Oh, you can't stack." Who can't stack?
Yeah. First of all, we're stacking every single time. Sorry, bye. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Monopoly too.
You can't. I in my house, you cannot stack a 4 with a 2. You cannot do.
Oh
that.
no. Okay. First of all,
do.
whoever does that, that's okay. Yeah. We're not.
Yeah,
No. You don't do that. You don't do that.
4s and 2s, but not 4s and 2s together. But some
Absolutely
people do
not.
that.
Anybody that's stacking colors got it all the way messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like they got it all the way messed up. It's only numbers, and then you can do it's only numbers. That's it. It's numbers, and then you can do the draw fours and stuff. Like that's the best when somebody puts like a draw 2, and then you hit them with a word, and then you drop 2 draw 2s. Ooh, draw 6, and then that other person goes, and then it's like damn, like come on, man.
Exactly.
I ain't got time to stare at a 2 draw 2s in my hand if I can't put them both down.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. Wait.
Draw 2s, yeah.
And
you get skipped. You draw and you get skipped.
You put both your draw 2s down at the same time?
Yeah, so it's like draw 4.
Oh, see, no.
Nah,
No!
yo, you're not living life on the edge.
I was going to bring that up when like certain people are allowed to like do a stack of cards at once. No, you do one card.
Whoa. So what do you consider stacking?
You said 2 draw 2s at the same time.
So okay, so if I have a deck in my hand, right? If I have like a thing in my hand, and let's say I have like a yellow 2 and a red 2, and then I have a yellow draw 4, a yellow draw 2 and a red draw 2, right? Yeah. And somebody puts a draw 2 on me, I could take those 2 draw 2s that I have.
I don't play that way. You put 1 down. Now, if it comes around again back to you, you put your next one down. You do not get to stack. When people take like a big old thing, I'm like, no, you cannot throw out more than 1 card at a time.
All right, well, I don't agree with that, but I can play it both ways. So I can play it both ways. Like I can play.
I played it both ways, but I don't. In my house, that is not a rule. When I go to somebody else's house, and that's the rule.
Hey, we even do the wild draw 4s. If you have a wild draw 4, somebody try to make you touch that, you put another wild draw 4 on. Boom, that's draw 8 for the next person, and they get skipped.
No, you do not stack. See, and then in the end, and then like there's 4 of us playing, and like say the next person has their own rules, and the next person has their own rules, and we're playing online. How do we decide the rules? We'll be so busy fighting over what the rules are.
Not because I'll dumb it down for somebody who doesn't know how to play. You know what I mean? I'll if you're not comfortable with living life on the edge, I'll step down.
No, more like you don't know how to do strategy, so therefore you have to do a whole stack.
Wow. Strategy. Wow. Isn't the strategy in the stack?
No, that's not strategy. That's not a strat. What are you doing?
Wow.
You need to plan ahead and think about it. See what that person has in their hand. What are they drawing on? Oh, okay, they don't have that color.
I mean, I wouldn't say I liked the game if I wasn't the best at it. So, every game I mentioned, I'm pretty much the best at, Uno including, no matter what the rules are.
SB,
So,
come get your boy. Come
mm,
get your boy, SB. Black
just saying.
Lavender, I appreciate you for being here. Not you, a multi-card person. No, you're out. You're out too. Y'all wildin'. I don't know what y'all doing.
Nah, listen, I'm telling you right now, stacking is the way I said it. But listen, let's meet the middle ground. Listen, we agreed with what we said originally, which was, you know, stacking colors is weird. If you're doing that other stuff, you're out of there. You
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Because who did I play with? Somebody they took all the colors in their hand and put it down. And
Yeah, right. Because the point is that when you don't get your color, you gotta keep drawing. Keep
Yeah.
drawing till you get your color. Like if you could just stack colors, then it's just like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. No, I agree. Where was I? Let's see.
You were asking me about my top 5 games.
Yeah. No, but okay. So, what would you say to somebody who's first starting out in their streaming and content creation world? Yes. Well, Black Lavender, I appreciate you. I would love for you to stay, but you can't stay if you're stacking.
Wow. So I guess this is over.
No, you are in
I'm
the
an
game recorder, so
exception.
you ain't got no
I'm
choice.
I'm like,
You
okay,
can't
okay.
go until
Wow.
you're done.
Wow. Okay. I see. What you say goes. Look, having been a witness of a bunch of people who started from the bottom and now they're partnered, right? And we all know how this whole thing kind of came about. You know what I mean? How the whole thing started. You know what I mean? Whatchamacallit, from being on, Clubhouse and
Ooh, excuse me.
from being on Clubhouse to going on thing. I mean, like, I'll be honest, I think we found how can I put it? I think we found the not the meta, but well, I guess the meta, but also like we kind of like broke the code in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I think like it's about like consistency, building a community. I've a matter of fact, I'll just tell you like this. I had my boys that I've been trying to when I made BTC, I made that because I was trying to do it with my friends, and then I realized in that moment like they're not into it like I am, right? They just again, we're 2 years out of it, right?
Yeah.
2 years later, they're all coming to me with PCs now, trying to take it serious and trying to do this shit now. And I told them, I said, well, first of all, like, you got to build a community. Do not stream without a community. Like, you're better off taking this time to not stream and build a community, a brand of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
and then start streaming than just thinking that you're gonna turn on your thing and that it's gonna come through with a raid one day and it's gonna, you're gonna get that blessing. I think that's happened with some. I know that's happened with some people, because when I first got into it, I met some people that like they're like, I got raided, and ever after that I kind of just carried that raid, over to whatever. But it's really about like starting a community. You know what I mean? That's it starts there. It starts and it ends there, because it starts with the community and it ends with the community, because it gets to a certain point where it's like graduation, right? Like your teachers are there for you, they're helping you out, you're doing your homework. Anytime you need extra credit, they might look out for you. You got to be on time. They make sure you show up on time. Whatever, they're helping you, and then you graduate and now you're in the open world by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty much, I look at graduation like partner. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Now, me personally, like, I'm not out here like actively in this moment trying to get partner, right? But I think like I'm because it's like weird, right? Like I would hate to be the guy that's speaking on something that I'm not I'm not of. But everybody that reaches partner, it almost feels like I'm partner too. You know what I'm saying? Because like we all kind of came from the same thing. Like I'm not gonna say nobody would have gotten partner if it wasn't for BTC. At the same time, like, it would have been really hard to do it by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So community, that's it. Start a community. That's it. And like, and not just a community like, oh, these are like people I game with, but like a family in a sense.
Exactly.
You get me? it's way more bigger than just like some friendly stuff. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
And in which you were fussing at me earlier, like, how come you never invited me to your Discord?
Right. Horrible community member right here. Horrible community member right here. Never even put me. You done been in and out of so many communities that I'm in, and I ain't never got an invite to yours. Like, what is that about?
And that's exactly what SB said, the same exact thing. I was about to say, is y'all talking to each other? Because we
Nah, I never even spoke to him about it.
Classroom. That's messed
Right.
up. Sean
Right,
J,
look at
what's
that.
good? Y'all go follow Sean J. Y'all want to watch? I love watching Sean J's clips on TikTok of her just destroying people, and with the proximity.
Call of Duty?
Yeah, with the
That
proximity
was the best
chat,
thing they did.
and they're like, "Oh, they're hacking, they're hacking."
That's the best.
So, definitely.
I just got an invite too. We're in the same boat.
Listen, right? Because I don't know. I just always feel like I don't want to force people to join.
Listen, I just lost respect for fangirl. Okay, so
I
it's gonna
never
be a
want to
while.
feel like I'm one of those people who are like, oh, what's going on? Well, join my Discord. I never want to be one of those people. So it's like, when it naturally occurs, here's an invite to the classroom.
Okay.
But
I feel it.
At the same time, if you were in my chat more, you would see, at any point in time, you could be like, oh, let me join your Discord. But, we're going to ignore that part.
Yeah, but you should. So let me find out. Like, listen, people be throwing parties in their Discord. They be chilling in their Discord. So, like, if you're gonna say that, I really hope you haven't been having any parties, because that would mean that you haven't been inviting us to any parties. And if you're not inviting us to any parties, then we're really not friends. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
No, because there's not really been parties in my Discord. There's a lot of information sharing, especially with like working out, health and fitness. It's more mental health, how you're doing, what's going on with you, ideas. So definitely I bounce around ideas with the classroom in terms of the BIPOC awards. Like, hey, what are you guys thinking? And they help me come up with the new category.
So in other words, this is why we never got. You know what I mean? We never got invites, right? Because we don't have good ideas. We're not good idea people.
I'm just saying.
We're not ideas.
My Discord has been around for a couple of years, and you have not been nowhere in hanging out in my chat. I hung out in your chat. I was like, oh, you got a Discord.
Fangirl.
Oh,
and
SB?
first of all, I'm never doing a workout session with her. I'm never
coming in like that.
I'm never doing a workout session with her.
Why
because
not?
I already made you work out.
So
and I've already been in your
with me.
I worked out my hands pushing that channel points button and making you do all the stuff. That's what I worked out. I worked out my bits. I worked out, the gifted subs. I worked it out. It all worked out, actually. That's the way it worked out, all right. You know what I'm saying? You didn't fall from the strings that were hanging across the door. You know what I'm saying? You got out of there safe. It worked. It all got good.
Wow. Yes, and Kwanzaa did get invited. She even has a channel named after her.
Wow, see what I'm saying? See, you know you're not a part of a family when you go in there and everybody got like SB got _Kwanzaa, Sean J Gaming, _Black Lavender, right? And you go in and it just say Pacmvn. Yeah. But I see what we doing with the communities now. I got it.
You don't have a _ for SBs?
No, I do.
Okay.
I got one. I am yo.
Okay.
I am it.
Well, here in the classroom, you can be a student, you can be a head professor. Well, you can't be a head professor. You can be assistant professor. Or I can't help it that you are.
You can't help it. You can't help.
Listen,
that's crazy that you flipped it.
You dropped out of school. You ain't come to hang out in the classroom.
Wow, that's crazy. So now, what am I doing right now? Am I just enrolled again?
Yeah,
Is that what's happening?
You're enrolled again.
Okay.
You're enrolled again.
I see what you're doing.
Yes, Kwanzaa, you're the general chat. So general chat as per Kwanzaa, because you were like, you need a general chat. And I was like, you know what?
Yeah, it sounds good. This all sounds good, fangirl. I ain't
All
gonna
right, well,
lie. It
I
all
guess we'll
sounds
see.
good.
We'll see how
We'll see.
active.
I'm in there
and
now.
what- Yeah,
No,
you're
no, no.
in
I'm
there.
saying
Well,
I'm in
let's
there
see.
now. That's
So when we
it.
talk
All right,
about
we'll see.
working out and stuff, you gonna be there? You gonna work out too?
You gonna see my little emote reactions on them
No,
posts. I'm gonna give you one of these, or I'm gonna give you one of these. All right,
or you can work out.
with you.
Yeah,
I like to sit. I like to make people do the working out. You know what I'm saying?
that's messed up. I ain't never seen you in any of my morning workout streams or nothing.
I be on your morning workout posts on Instagram. Okay.
That's true. I do appreciate that.
Damn. See, damn. Not the head down. Shame. 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 Shame.
You're not working out either, Kwanzaa? I don't know about y'all. Well, you can be active in the other chats when we talk about food and stuff like that. But usually, for the most part, we talk about in the general chat.
I go to look at your booty.
Wow, Kwanzaa. But listen, them deadlifts and stuff, it's working. I be seeing like the little TikTok girlies. I be like, that ain't even real. Whatever. You went to Brazil or whatever.
To
And I was
DR.
like, actually, come find out. Yo, it really works. And I'm going to officially enroll in a weightlifting competition over the summer. So I was like, I want to get a cool like onesie.
Okay.
I was like, I wanted to be black with like pink and like the VW from the Fangirl. Maybe have the Fangirl on there. That'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
All right. Talk about building community. You fussed at me about the classroom.
Yes, sir. Yes, I did.
Cause you're mean.
Hey, don't act like you had that on your paper. Like, get on me, make him get on me about the classroom. I put that in there. That's my agenda. I added that topic.
Yes, I will be bedazzled. But apparently there's like certain ones that like it can't be too like springy or something because it can help you with lifting. I'm like, what? But so any additional thoughts and comments as we come up to the end of, even though you were fussing at me, which is really messed up.
Not really. I will say I have been thinking about, like, even though I know it's kind of dead, I was thinking about like doing another clubhouse room just to see what it looked like now, like what it would look like in 2023
At
to do
like
a clubhouse.
Because
I randomly
12 or 11, 12.
I had to turn my notifications off for that app because it was just giving me stuff, and then I'd be on my phone and then I click the little widget by an accident, and when I would click it, it would put me in a room. Now I'm in a room and I'm like, what the hell, trying to get out of there as fast as I can, and I'm just like, what the hell. But I was just like, but the other day I went on the app because like it was just there, so I was like, I wonder what it looks like, and I was looking at the BTC group and stuff, and I'm like seeing all these people that are like trying to request to join, and I'm like, I wonder how many people are like looking for gaming communities on here and can't find one, or like and more so like colored, you know, people of color that are looking for gaming communities.
Yeah,
so like,
more than
you know what I mean?
But yes, Clubhouse.
So.
Yes.
So I'm thinking of I'm thinking of it. I'm thinking of doing it again. I'm thinking of like, you know, maybe just popping up in there and starting a room and seeing if people join, and like, because I can imagine like if my boys are coming to me and they're asking me about this, there's got to be a ton of people that are doing it, and it was fun. And I feel like now, because we have more people that are partnered, you know what I'm saying? I feel like now it'd even be more beneficial because it's not like before we were in there and it was like, oh, I have a question. Now it's like we're in there and it's like, can I ask you a question? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, sure, like everybody, you know, they're partners.
2+ years deep of
right
streaming.
We all seen everybody do it. It's always a facade until you see somebody do it, and then it's like, okay, if he could do it, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So, so I've been thinking about doing that, and if I do it, I'll definitely post about it, and I'll definitely be up in there.
You gotta text me.
So, I got you
to remind me. Yeah. And then I could talk about my award show. He gonna forget.
No. I was just talking to Silky and Tanae and SB about this. I was just telling them about this.
I'm not on the group text.
Listen, we had that group chat for a hot minute.
That's
okay?
messed up. That's all
Well,
right.
guess what?
Whatever.
You know what else is messed up?
I be texting. I be talking to Tanae. I be talking to SB. I don't be talking to Silky. Silky. She's the only one who I don't have their number.
Silky got like 10 numbers, so it's all good.
But I talk
She
to
really,
Silky
like-
about books. That's what I talk to Silky about.
Okay. Well, guess what? I would feel bad, but you know what's crazy? I didn't get invited to the classroom till today, so.
Silky sent you an email address.
Mhm.
See, Quaz is not in the group chat either, right? Wait, hold on. Is Loudmouth Ant in the group chat?
Loudmouth. No. It's just me, Silky, SB, and Tanae. That's
okay.
it.
Then I'm not upset.
We've literally had this since Clubhouse when we were like
but if-
trying to organize the meetings
But
and
if Ant
stuff.
was in that before I was, then we won't have a problem. It's gonna be some.
No. We talked to Ant. We talked to Ant through emails and stuff. Like he's more professional with it. You know what I mean? He's the organizer, the event planner. So you know we operate on that type of time with him.
Okay. All right. Well then I'm fine. I'll let it slide.
Yeah. But yeah, and I will say, you're not streaming after this, right?
No,
Like this is it. You're done.
I'll be done.
Okay. Listen, shameless plug. I see it in there. I may or may not stream Resident Evil tonight.
Okay. We'll see if he does it. And don't be doing all late because I got to get up for the trainer in the morning.
Nah, I got you. If I do it, I'll probably do it for an hour. And that'll be it.
Oh, gosh. Kwanzaa says she don't believe you, though.
Hey, I'd be, listen, it be like that sometimes. Sometimes you can't have people believe in you. You got to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see, because I'm gonna eat after this, and then after I eat, I'm gonna see what my people is doing, and if they're on something, then I'll do whatever it is. If not, I'm gonna take that time by myself to stream Resident Evil Village. But I gotta watch. I'm gonna have to watch a walkthrough video or a playthrough, and watch somebody like play up to the part that I'm at. So I'm gonna skim, and then like that.
I do that.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa
I gotta
says-
do it with Ghost of Tsushima too. So.
Yeah, but I have to remember how to fight right.
Yes.
That's the thing.
That's
You
what I'm
gotta
saying.
remember how to
You gotta
fight.
remember how to fight. You gotta remember how to do
Otherwise,
everything.
I'm like at the part that I'm
Yeah,
about
I
to
be
go-
throwing bombs.
I'm about
Yo,
to go
it's
against
crazy.
like a major boss, and I'm like, shoot, I don't even remember how to fight. It's gonna be all
Right.
bad. I mean,
You start throwing smoke bombs and throwing the stars and stuff, and you're like, "What am I doing?"
I'm supposed to be hiding, not.
Right.
Should the Call of Duty's been calling your name? Oh, what's for dinner?
I'm probably gonna have some homemade pizza.
What's the toppings?
If I tell you, it's gonna be boring. It's just cheese and pepperoni. That's all.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's
I know. I gotta finish it,
that's
man.
normal. That's cool.
I love Resident Evil set 8 too, because the environment just looks so good. Oh my god. First of all, I never played a game where they release a demo for you to just look at the environment. Like, you remember when the demo came out and all they wanted you to do was look around at how beautiful that castle looked?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so as always, the guest guides the raid. Who do you want me to raid out to? And show love.
Let me see.
Kwanzaa says, okay, so dinner then Resident Evil, right, Pac?
It's looking like that. It's looking like something like that. Yeah.
Oh, see, everybody's playing GoldenEye. I gotta.
It's crazy though. Like, it's not even multiplayer. Why?
Oh, it's not. Oh, then never mind.
Oh, that's what I heard. It's not online multiplayer. Yeah. That's
Then
what
I don't
I'm
want to
pretty
play.
sure.
I don't care if I
Right,
can
like,
play
that's-
against other people, which is what I way I played.
Yo, that's what I'm
Do it,
saying. Yo,
Kwanzaa.
go ahead
Hold on
and
to it.
message me.
Hold them to it.
Okay, I'm looking through my list of people.
So
Yeah,
as always, everybody, make sure you follow our amazing streamer if you're not already following him.
Um,
BIPOC Streamer Awards are back for 2023, so make sure you're staying tuned to our socials. The website's currently under construction, but we've kind of put up the old website just as a placement holder. We have some new categories
perfect.
and everything like that, so I'm really excited for that. One of the ones that we had to bring was a TikTok streamer award because so many people are now gaming streaming on TikTok, or they're just streaming regular on TikTok. So we had to make sure we recognize our new up and coming streaming platform. So
Bro, I ain't trying to have people get killed in what?
BIPOC Streamer Awards.
Wait, what? I ain't trying to have people get killed in Temple with rocket launchers. What the hell is that?
Oh, for your DayZ game or what? What are you? I don't know.
I thought he was talking about Resident Evil. I thought they were talking about Resident Evil because I was about to say like what?
007.
Oh, right,
Okay.
right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so he literally just started streaming right now. Push play the DJ.
Oh.
Push.
Yes, I actually need to talk to him because
He just started streaming right now.
perfect. He is perfect.
And he's been playing a lot of like classic games too. I've seen him playing like NFL Streets. I saw him playing I saw him playing some other game too, like a throwback game. And I'm like, what the heck is he doing? So he's on a little retro movement right now. So
and definitely check out his TikToks because they've been last.
Oh yeah, no, he be posting them on Instagram and all that.
Blunts coming through. I appreciate you. How are you? Yeah, so Pac may or may not stream tonight, so we want to check that out. Number one. Number two, there may or may not be a clubhouse room popping up soon.
Yo, get ready. Get ready.
If you haven't downloaded it, re-download it. I don't know, because you know iPhone be offloading stuff if you don't use it. So make sure you click that to re-download it. And yeah, anything else you want to say before we rate out?
What do I have to say? Look, anybody that's streaming out there, what was I gonna say? My fault. I got distracted looking because this dude Push is dancing on the stream right now. So look, anybody that's looking to get into streaming or is like feeling down about streaming, look, community, man, community.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta mess with some real people, man. You can't be out here rocking with some people that, you know what I'm saying, like they're really just in it for themselves, or like, you know, once they, you know, it's really like it's basically got to be, it's like they say, like, you know, one hand washes the other, two hand washes the face. Like, you got to be hands, you know what I'm saying? And the face got to be streaming. Like, everybody needs to contribute and equal, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I got 5 fingers on this hand, I got 5 fingers on this hand. They help each other out, not you know, we're not don't half-ass shit. Yeah, be careful. And also, like, it's not just join any community, like settle for whatever. Like, you know, find a genuine community that cares about each other, because it's not just about, you know, like, yo, what time you getting on the game, or like, yo, party up, or yo, invite me to the. It's like, yo, so like, yo, what shows you watching? You know, yo, I'm gonna be in your town for the you know, this weekend. What you doing? You know, stuff like that. So, you know. That type of stuff.
Like, make genuine connections with people.
Yeah.
Not connections just to grow, but yeah, just small talk, just talking, and enjoying the vibe. So, as always, thank you so much, Pac, for agreeing to be on Gamer Corner.
Wow.
And we'll see how active you are in the classroom.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm about to see what's going on with this Resident Evil, man. I'm like,
all right.
Okay.
All right. So let's rate out the Push Play, the DJ. Let me put that little raid message in, so you guys can just copy and paste that.
All right. Cool.
All right. All right.
He's still
everybody.
dancing. Okay.
Bye.